everybody. Welcome to AJS News' video 2 of 2 for today.
But first, a word from our sponsors.
You know what I hate is when people tell me what I can have and can't have access to when it's all right there on the app. And that's why we use Surfshark.
Yeah, did you know that Netflix has 17,000 titles, but they only offer 7,000 in the United States? Change your location, get access to every single one of them you pay for. And that goes for Hulu and Disney Plus and HBO and BBC iPlayer and tons of other ones.
Why is it the best, Joe?
Sharing is caring. With one account, you can share with your friends and family.
Unlimited devices.
Mm-hmm.
Not only that, but you get to protect your data, guys, which is extremely important on the internet. All of this, and you can get it for one very low price. Use our promo code, and you're going to get 4 extra months. So check it out at surfshark.com/angryjoeshow right now, guys, and use our code. Click the link now. That's basically our code. Thank you guys so much, and hopefully you enjoy the video. Check it out.
Get the access to the data that you have paid for and deserve. Netflix is hiding it.
You deserve it. Click the links down below. Protect yourself, and it helps us out. It helps you out. Let's jump into AJS News. Ton to do this week. Woo, boy. We got Steam Next Fest. We'll be taking a look at a couple
Evil.
games coming out, sharing them with you. Some Warhammer Battle Sector. Maybe some DLC for some upcoming games. What else? Big Resident Evil on Friday is when we plan to play that. So come join us on twitch.tv/Angry Joe Show.
Marathon on Thursday.
Marathon is having a server slam, so I think that's open to everybody starting Thursday.
I think everyone but me. They sent me an email. They said,
you're coming.
Fuck you. You
and
do not get to
so
play.
we'll play Marathon on Thursday, and then possibly over the weekend.
We're going to get you a doctor's note that just says,
Yes.
no, he's not healthy enough.
No,
to run
I
a marathon.
override doctors. And then, what else? There's a lot. Oh, and then we got top 10 worst movies coming to you this week. Sorry for the delay on those videos. The eye surgery is going well. Eyes healing up good. Probably several more weeks before vision stabilizes where I want. And then what else? The Night of the Seven Kingdoms. Go check out our review. I'm going to post that up here shortly after this goes up. And it's a great series. You should check it out. It's doing well. Good Game of Thrones is back. And yeah, lots of stuff coming your way, including more Star Trek. Alex, what the hell has been going on in gaming news? Part 2.
Virtua Boy came out, and it's a mask you put on your face.
There's a name I ain't heard in years.
Yeah, and you put your Switch 2 or Switch 1 in it, and there's some games that you can play. And so we got some reviews this week. So if you have one of them Switches and you want to know what it was like to grow up in the 90s.
What?
Yeah, you throw this.
You could play the red games on your Switch 2?
Yeah, a Switch 1 or Switch 2.
And ruin your eyes. Okay, what games?
Let's see. They've got Tetris, Galactic Pinball, Golf, The Mansion of Innsmouth, Red Alarm, Tolero Boxer, and Wario Land. No Mario Tennis, which is the only Virtual Boy game I had ever played at a Blockbuster.
Was it Mario Tennis? I thought it was Mario Golf, but it was. I guess it was Mario Tennis. Yeah, if you want your eyes to bleed red, then you play it. If you want Tetris in red, then you play it. If you want Red Alert in red, and not the good Red Alert, Command and Conquer, just this other weird thing in red, then you play it.
Yeah. The reviews are saying that it's a little less eye-frying than this person had owned one.
I had one. It was great.
Because it's not on your fucking head 2 inches from your eyes.
Yeah.
Well, I had to put a pillow down because I had a little tripod, and so
you had to lie in front of it.
Joe had one. I tried it out at KB Toys in the mall. Does anybody remember KB Toys? If you do, you're fucking old.
Yeah.
It's true.
But still.
But you're one of the good generation.
Yeah. Anything longer than a 15 to 20-minute session started to make you feel woozy. So they've kept the magic of the Virtual Boy where you play it and you're like, I feel sick. It's like, you're supposed to.
You're like, get up. Oh,
it's a rite of passage.
Yeah. So I don't know. You also need to, in order to play any of these games, you have to buy the thing, of course, but you have to sign up for like Nintendo's more expensive Nintendo Online thing. It's $49. Let me give you the exact information. You have to. It's like the upgraded one is the one that you have to buy. It's $50 a year, but I don't know. It's a $100 unit, and that would be one thing if it came with the games. But having to buy the $49.99 per year expansion thing, maybe you're a Nintendo fan that like mega fan that already has this, but
it's $100 unit. What are you talking about?
The Virtual Boy,
The mask.
the thing that you put on your face.
Yeah, but they're giving you the actual Virtual Boy.
Yeah, and then you put the Switch in it, and like it mounts it and holds it to your face.
Oh, they're giving you the real experience, or somewhat experience. I thought they were just putting the games on the console. And
No! You get the mask and everything.
So it's a unit that you stick it in. I mean, it's not the original Virtual Boy. It's just the thing. Okay.
Yeah. So you wear the helmet. But yeah, I don't want to pay $100 and then $50 to have the
$100 and $50 in a subscription service just to get access to blow my eyes apart. Cool.
Yeah. You won't feel woozy, bro? It's like, no?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. In gaming bad ideas, League of Legends might be adding public voice chat. So this is a bad idea.
Why?
I have thousands of hours in League of Legends. I quit playing a couple of years back.
You said it's very toxic.
Yeah, that's understatement of the day, Joe. So you ever want to learn to talk, trash to that? You just play some League of Legends, and like the creativity and the most vile people that ever assembled on the internet are playing ranked. Especially as you start to climb, it's real fun. So adding public voice chat seems like a really, 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 really bad idea. So I don't have any skin in the game because I don't play, but I'm curious to see if they do and how quickly everyone just gets banned.
Yeah, first thing I do is turn off voice
chat, and
yeah,
like
everyone is just fucking rude.
And we're older, and so I remember when gaming was a little nicer, not much nicer, but a little nicer. But now it's like, oh, maybe we can play these games and meet some really cool people because we enjoy playing with people we meet online. But then the words you can't have on there, TOS words, start flying, and it's like,
yeah, playing Call of Duty. Apparently, everyone knows my mom.
Yeah,
Zordon needs me. I gotta go.
Yeah. Half the people think it's Kim Possible, Joe.
They do.
Yeah. And so I guess you can tell how old people are when...
Tyrannosaurus!
Okay. I got my stunt double. He'll go in my stead.
Mm-hmm. We got some news this week. Everyone was wondering where Highguard got the money. And they're like, who is the funding? And they've been real like dodgy.
Money laundering.
Yeah. They're like, where did all this stuff come from? How, and they'd been kind of, dodgy about saying like where their lead financial backer and all that other stuff. And it turns out, according to reporting, that Tencent was the group funding Highguard development.
What the motherfuckers? That's why they try to keep it to themselves. It was like, no, we don't reveal our investors. It's a secret.
Don't you fucking tell them.
Don't you fucking say something as a secret in public, because I'm going to find out. We're going to find out. It was Tencent. It's probably somebody else, too. It's probably a private investor.
Yeah.
Who knows if they got every single investor.
Yeah. So when they said they were fully funded right from the start, they were, working on a new IP, and so they're like, well, where did this come from? And they say,
Highguard.
So Tencent was like, hey, we can like go out, but you can't tell nobody.
Mm-hmm.
Like
we can go out.
Yeah, but it's like we're gonna go to a place that's real dark and what's in the back corner. But again, you can't tell anybody. It's like, are you ashamed of me? It's like, yes, but you can't tell anybody. So
I've been keeping a window open every week for the past 3 weeks.
Yes.
We've left a Highguard Steam chart window open.
Ooh.
So we're gonna go back 3 weeks. Or not last week, but the week prior, 3,464 players playing right now with a 24-hour peak of 6,199. Then last week, players right now, 1,200. So that is a 50% decline about. And then 24-hour peak, 2,045. I just want to open one today. Oof. Another 50% drop. We're at 590 players, and 1,061 24-hour peak. It's 50% drop every week. Now, I'm going to leave these open again. We're going to come here next week at the end of February. Do you think, Joe, that this is going to drop another 50%?
Yeah, because you got the marathon
stress test,
Mm-hmm.
and then marathon full release the next week. You think another 50%? I was thinking it would stabilize right about here because this is like bare minimum. If I've seen like other games that do this live service stuff at about 200, then that's probably where it'll stabilize. You think 200?
I think it's going to go
Joe's right.
down. I don't know, about 50%.
Alex says it's going to go down. But
I think
not
like
50%.
300, 400 is probably where it – because like there's
That's 50%, Alex. It's 598 right now, actually. 598. And, yeah, 598. So 300 to 400, that'd be 50%. Okay, we're taking bets.
So then
Let's see who goes.
Alex might win then, right?
What do you mean?
The bet.
Well, it depends on when they close.
His bet is your bet, 50%.
No.
It's going to drop
when
another
closing.
50%.
When it closes.
These numbers aren't looking good.
Yeah.
Oh, when it closes. We already have that one. We're good to go on that one. Yeah, it's sad. I hate to keep railing on the game, but play it now if you enjoy it because it's not going to be around for much longer. I don't know if it can survive past Marathon's launch.
Yeah. Yeah.
March.
I'm actually more
5th.
curious to see what Arc Raiders numbers do when Marathon launches. But
I think it'll take a hit. I mean,
for sure. But like how much of a hit are we talking about? That's it's like, do we see like a 70% drop?
20% hit
Or
or
is it
50%, 70? Yeah, it's good. Good.
I mean, this weekend it'll be
Regulation.
free to play Marathon, so I think a ton of people will go away. But when Marathon proper comes out, having to pay for it, I think people are gonna be like, I don't know if I want to pay.
I want to play. I'm gonna play Marathon, so I'm in that bucket. But I'm not in the bucket of I'm currently contributing to numbers for Arc Raiders. I think a lot of people are kind of done with Arc Raiders, are then going to play Marathon, and so the player numbers won't drop that much in Arc Raiders because you already have mega fans who are already engaged with the game, who are playing the game.
Yeah, I'm one that's been done for a little bit. I'm waiting for the next update, then I'll go back.
Right.
Yeah.
We're waiting
played in a
for
while.
new map, new enemy, and then we go back.
Yeah.
I only go back for new map, new enemy.
Yeah, so I mean, there's still at 150,000 people on Arc Raiders
That's
right now.
pretty impressive
So,
because there hasn't been
Birds,
huge
Joe.
substantial updates.
Birds, they fly.
Oh, right.
That's
Thank
going to
you.
be something
Burbs.
else.
Yeah,
Burbs.
It's like, dang it.
I thought we were gonna get attacked by birds. I was like, that'd be cool. No, none of that stuff.
Damn.
All right, yeah. So Tencent was the one funding them, and then
Secret.
yeah, we'll see when they officially.
And
like,
we've
pull the
gone
plug.
down 50% every week over each week. Joe's prediction and Alex's prediction.
Two-ish.
Another 50% loss by next week. I'll leave these windows open.
All right. Call of Duty Warzone mobile servers are officially shutting down in April now. And so the game did not meet expectations with mobile first players like it has with PC and console audiences. So those servers, April 17th is
I would think that Call of Duty Mobile would be making dirty money and
Me
just
too.
doing great and will never shut down ever. So you actually gave me a good news story.
Yeah. So some of these mobile games, I mean, I get there's a release every month, like what the mobile games do, and like when there's crazy stuff, we'll bring it up here. Call of Duty never made any of those lists, which was kind of crazy. I think because like some of the ones some of the shooter ones do well.
Think about it. It's like, why the fuck would I want to play Call of Duty on this tiny little fucking thing? Let's just play it here. And then I have to spend less money in microtransactions. Probably not, because PC there's like $35 a skin. And
Well,
shit.
you have to be 100% active the entire time, and some of those matches take a long time, and I don't know.
I don't think it was. People on mobile will move on to other gacha games that are optimized more for the mobile experience. That's why they're probably losing money. And when you make this big mega corporation fucking microtransaction machine like that, it takes a lot of money to run it. And if you're not making a lot of money, then you don't get the money. Actually, I don't think it takes a lot of money, but whatever.
In dark times, the things that I hate, a football, soccer. in North America. And look, I'm gonna, as with most of the things that are going wrong in the world today, you have to blame the English, because we at one period of time were a colony, and they brought the game over, and they're like, hey, we call this thing soccer, and we're like, cool. And so a lot of the colonies call it soccer, and then they left, and they're like, we're calling it football now. Now we look like assholes, and we had already made a new game.
What?
Football.
Are you telling me that it's
Trolling
been a
us.
lie the whole fucking time?
They're trolling
I thought
us.
that they called it football back then, and they call it football now. You're telling me that we went across the fucking ocean, and the motherfuckers said it's just soccer, and then we said, okay, it's a soccer, and then they went back and said, no, it's football.
Correct. The whole time.
Fuck you!
Yeah.
That was a big joke.
It's like a weird.
Motherfucking
It's like a
making fun of us for calling it the wrong thing.
I think it's a shortening of the word association, and like SOC, and then
Sock.
and then
Yes.
you are a person that's like
Fucker.
shortened, and they add the R because you're a person who does. I don't know. I read it a long time ago.
Fucker,
But anyway, it's their
motherfucker.
fucking fault. But the article says football commentator permits EA to use AI version of his voice for EA Sports FC. So this is referring to Sports FC. Al Michaels did the same thing.
Yep.
Who's super.
They must have paid him a lot of money. Probably, if it's EA, it's like, I'll give you $20,000 to use your voice in perpetuity for the rest of time.
Forever, there'll be ghost versions of you, and it'll be super weird.
20,000?
And,
He's like, well,
I hate this.
I could use 20,000, so fine.
Yeah, so it's great. Apparently he's super famous, and everyone likes him. And Al Michaels did the same thing. I think with NBC, he sold his voice, and he's like, yeah, for the Olympics, if you want to hear the ghost of Al Michaels for decades, it's like, why would I want to do? Just find a new commentator.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Like-
That's weird.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah, so that's
It's
happening.
cheaper, Alex.
Yeah, of course it is. And so he said that this person already records commentary for EA's football franchise. He has to record each player's name about 5 different times, changing the emphasis each time. But he's already working on some of the other ones. But he's like, hey, look, you can clone my voice if you want to do this. And it's other commentators, people who want to get into that kind of thing. It's like it won't be available to them because the big companies will always look to create ghost voices that are an amalgamation of other people's voices, or they'll just license people's voices, and that'll go away. So EA's gonna EA. The big news one that we got for this one is Bluepoint Games, which is remake specialist.
No!
yeah,
This is an Austin, Texas-based development studio. SHUTDOWN.
Yeah.
Sony! What the hell, man? That's not good.
Yeah, they've worked on some incredible stuff. They did Demon Souls. They were working on a couple projects for Sony. They're like, hey, look, we're great at remakes. It's what we would do,
Yeah.
but we want to be game developers.
Hey,
we want to do
let's-
these things.
yeah, let's
and let
do
us
our
do
own
that.
thing.
And Sony's like, no.
Okay, you're fired.
Yeah. So Sony had planned to do a live service God of War that was scrapped last year. And so because Sony had this big plan, we're going to do like 16 live service games. We're going to flood the market, and one of them will hit it big, and we'll make billions of dollars.
Okay, good. No, fuck that.
Yeah, and
Get rid of
so
that.
they canceled that project,
Good.
and then Bluepoint had pitched a couple other games to Sony. Sony canceled them
Yeah.
all and just said, no, screw you. We're just going to close your studio down.
No.
Yeah.
This is Sony. This is a game studio. They want to make games. If you want another hit, if you want another IP that you can milk for 17 cycles, and each cycle is 100 years, then you have to allow people to create new things. Fuck you, Sony.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah, so these...
Following a business review, a decision was made to close Bluepoint Games in March. Bluepoint Games is an incredibly talented team. We just don't want them. And their technical expertise has delivered exceptional experiences that we don't think is worth money for the PlayStation community. We thank them for their passion, creativity, and craftsmanship. Now get the fuck out of here. You're worthless.
Yeah, losers. Get out.
Fuck you, Sony.
I mean, look, I get that they want to make their own games, but, like, this is the worst of two. They're like, hey, we can get rid of these people entirely. It's like, look, if you didn't want them to make their own unique thing, at least keep them aboard and have them do other remakes for classic PlayStation 1 and 2 games. Hey, is anyone working on a Twisted Metal game? Give it to Bluepoint. I know you've never played
Poor
it, Joe,
Bluepoint.
because your childhood was
They
depraved and
were
deprived and
doing
horrible.
support
I'll
for
play the other
Concord. And then when Concord was canceled, Sony's like, work on this live service God of War game. And they're like, right. Nope, we're pulling all live service. Cancel that God of War live service game. They're like, oh, thank God. Okay. So here's our idea. Shut up and get out. Oh my God.
Well, shit.
Joe, they said that the decision was not made lightly. Does that help?
No.
No.
It was not made lightly? No,
Sony
that
said
doesn't
in 2022 that it wanted to release 12 live service games by 2025. But by the time 2025 rolled around, it had canceled 8 of those projects, thank God, and effectively walked away from the entire strategy. Okay. So there's some real numbers for you. We would be swimming in even more live service games. I'm glad that they're scaling that back, because they would have been failures and people would have been fired anyway. But the thing is, let those studios who are working on these things work on new, innovative ideas that they're passionate about, and you can potentially make more money and even more money.
I mean, they can also just be a co-developer. They did that same thing with 2022's God of War Ragnarok. Like, these are people that are like, you can help them make Shadow of the Colossus remake and a bunch of other ones. Like, these are talented people. And it's like, it's silly when they close these studios.
What a waste.
Yeah, just a giant waste. Sony sucks. Some people are real mad, and so they're like canceling pre-orders of Marathon.
Good.
Like, there's a bunch of people I'm saying
Fucking absolutely bullshit behavior, and there's a homegrown team, and we're not doing too well in Austin, Texas, Joe. We got with motherfucking, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, that didn't work out too well. And then we got the motherfucking Redfall and the Bruce and Gary. They still owe me the money, man. They still owe me some money.
Well, you may get to get ours too. So it's like you can't just get your money. You got to get our money back too.
No, you got to show up yourself, man. I ain't doing everything for y'all. All right, tell you what. And then now Bluepoint is down, and what was it? There was some strategy games, strategy developers here that EA was shutting down. So it's just not great.
Yeah.
And then who do we have left over here? Fucking Zynga and fucking
ZeniMax. The EA has some offices
ZeniMax.
here. Who else we got? Yeah.
All right.
There's some small MMO teams.
Fuck you. A stupid historical mistake. I guarantee you Bluepoint would have put something together that would have been worth it. Even if it wasn't mega hot, it would make its fucking money back. And you're in the business of making games, you dumbass!
Well, based on another story, it looks like Tencent may not have to support a certain Highguard studio, and maybe they can be like, hey, now we're not supporting that game anymore. Maybe we can just get all these other people and put them in a room and have them make something good, because they've got great expertise. They've worked on some incredible games the last couple of years. So
Right, they were doing the Highguard, and that live service failed, so that was one of the live services that got out before being canceled. In this situation, maybe they can combine those two talented people into a new studio that doesn't make a live service. You don't have to make it.
It doesn't have to be a live service game.
It doesn't have to be a live service.
Yeah, it probably will be though. But
it probably will be.
It probably will be. Though. I mean, that's.
It is.
And then we'll be talking about this in 3 years from now in a very sad state that it didn't work out.
Yeah. You know what game isn't live service?
Whoa!
And the developers say all of the amazing right things about how you give us money and you get the game, and that's the deal, is...
give us money and we'll give you the game.
Yeah. Crimson Desert. And so that's...
Yeah.
The Sony had some fun stuff they
Yeah,
wanted to do.
Sony had some fun stuff for Crimson Desert. Thank you for teeing that up for me. Sony tried to lock up Crimson Desert as a timed PlayStation exclusive. But get this, Pearl Abyss said, nah.
I like them so much more
Nah.
every time we talk about them.
We want as many people to get access to the game when the shit comes out. Right when it comes out, they said, nah. Self-publish. We're going to self-publish. That was a pretty nice, bold decision.
Mm-hmm.
Getting somebody like Sony to back you is normally quite alluring.
Well, I mean, all of the reports that we got in the last 10 years was it turns out that Sony was the dickhead behind all of the things aren't cross-play enabled, and because they just didn't want to do it. They're like, no, you play on Sony, you don't play anywhere. And it's like, isn't that kind of shitty to consumers? And like, oh, we don't care.
Yeah. They're just fucking trying to stick it to Xbox, trying to make it as hard as possible, on them. They're kicking somebody who's already down, but yeah. Statement from Pearl Abyss. Here's what they said. In our last quarter's earnings call, which is publicly available, we revealed that we would publish Crimson Desert independently. Of course, we honor and appreciate our business partners, Sony, who are constantly in touch with about our progress and our plans, and we are discussing various forms of collaborations in the future with them. But they're self-publishing. There's no timed exclusive. Everybody can play Crimson Desert, whether you're on Xbox or whether you're on PlayStation,
Samsung
PC.
fridge?
No. Unfortunately, it's a little more elaborate than that. So yeah. Oh boy. In studio closures, another studio closure for a game that we'll never get to play is XCOM designer Jake Solomon, who I met several times. Like the guy a lot. Obviously made one of the better XCOM games, brought it into the modern age. His studio is announcing closure, and he's offering in his socials for a look at the canceled game that they were working on. It was a life sim that they poured their hearts into.
Yeah, Sims and Truman Show type thing.
Yeah, so he says, from Midsummer Studios, we built a studio, we made a game, I'm proud of both. Before we close the door at Midsummer Studios, I'd like to share a glimpse of Burbank, the game we poured our hearts into. It's like Life Sims and the Truman Show, but it's more than that. I believe people are, let's see, let me get that for you. Storytellers. And I want them to share whatever stories and characters they can dream up. Burbank lets you do that. We have moments playing this game where characters come alive in a way we've never experienced. And for an old game developer like me, that's special. What you're about to see is pre-alpha, but this game was a dream of mine. Our team made it come true, so watch and dream with us. And for me, you know, these aren't really my type of games, so I don't know if I'd be like, woo-wee, let's go, the next XCOM. No, it's not that. It's doing a completely different game, has some passion for this particular type of genre. I know Joe enjoys this genre and can make some pretty funny things out of this.
Killing your Sims.
Yeah, you'll probably kill him. But, you know, it's sad. It's cool. I would have liked for it to get an opportunity and find an audience, but unfortunately, that's not happening. So I don't know what's next for Jake Solomon. I would like, if he wants to start another project or find some work in the gaming industry elsewhere. But I'm sorry to hear that, and you know, it's cool that he's showing, because a lot of the times we don't ever really get to see what some of this stuff is. And maybe this will plant the idea in somebody's head who is growing up right now, getting into game development. They're like, I want to make a game similar to that. And we will have an iteration in the future of something like this.
Or if someone likes the video, they can look at acquiring it maybe. I mean, that's always an option. Sometimes studios do buy the bits and bobs and get a jump start in development. So
Tencent.
Yeah, Tencent. Yeah, I mean, Tencent's, you know, almost tapped out. We talked about the Saudi fund. Like, they bought so much stuff so quick. Like, I don't know if they've got they need any more projects. But
one more just came up 43 minutes ago. Anyone found cheating in Marathon will not only be banned, they will be perma-banned. They're not fucking messing around. Bungie is doubling down and saying, if anybody's cheating, you're going to be perma-banned. And you'll never be able to play the game again, which probably bullshit. People will find a way around it. But I like them not pussyfooting around and, a little suspension for, no, you're fucking banned.
Somebody send me some cheats so I can enter.
Yeah.
Then I will never have to play again. Oh, sorry.
Sorry, Joe.
So you never played Marathon yet, so you don't know if it's that bad. I understand if somebody sent you cheats on how not to watch Starfleet Academy, that would make sense. But give the game a shot before, okay? Jesus Christ. We want you to know that your deaths are due to your own mistakes or enemy outplays, not because your run was compromised by network issues, cheaters, or hardware hosting your connection to the world. So wait a minute. The blog reads, no network or security model can guarantee perfection, but it's committed to protecting Marathon's competitive experience. So you're telling me that if it's network issues, that I can ban you?
Yeah.
I can ban your ass developer? No. Marathon, so here's a rundown of what they're doing. Marathon is using dedicated servers with server-side authority over key combat and looting actions to reduce the exploits. In other words, there's no trick in the server to teleport, gain ammo, and avoid damage. Okay, so that's good. It's not peer-to-peer bullshit where they can just circumvent that and trick people. Then there's a fog of war system. It limits the regions of a map that individual player clients have knowledge of to counter wall hacks, ESP cheats, and loot revealers. So if that information is not being transmitted to you at all times from the entire map, and there's only giving you limited information, then we can make any wall hacks that do appear less effective because you're not going to be able to shoot through the entire fucking map. These are all creative things. In theory.
So they've mentioned 0 things that I think are impactful for cheating, so I'm waiting for something
Here
that
we
actually
go.
makes
Last
sense.
one is if you lose connection mid-match, you can reconnect and continue playing. If you fail to reconnect due to an issue on Bungie's end, it's going to attempt to return all your starting gear to those affected players. That's already there. If you're making a game like this and you don't have that in there, shame on you.
Yeah, you failed.
So, no.
So there's nothing nothing else? That was it? So
And the promise of a permaban if you...
So you're still going to be able to wall hack people that are in your region. You're still going to be able to auto-aim.
Not
and
across the map, but maybe
you know, yeah.
within your vicinity. I don't fucking know.
But that's where all the firefights
But
are going
then
to be.
hopefully that's where the dedicated servers will, with server-side authority, will pick that shit up. Yeah. So we'll see whether it's effective or not. I'm always wary when somebody says, "Hey, we're gonna have the best anti-cheat."
Yeah, it's always
because
been bullshit.
you're literally challenging the fucking internet. And if you hackers out there, they want to fucking get you. They're gonna get you.
Yeah.
Period. Don't fuck with them.
I mean,
so,
the stuff that we see on like the Cronus and stuff, where it's not like dead center head anymore. They're like they do things to make it so it's like almost impossible to detect. So I don't know. I don't believe it's like it's great if you get caught permaban, but
Yeah,
I just don't
permaban.
think they're going to
I like
catch
that.
anybody.
Yeah.
So
yeah, they probably won't catch anybody, but I do like permabans. Okay, well, a lot to do this week. I'm actually getting excited. Looking forward to all the demos coming in Steam Next Fest. So much gaming goodness. Steam Next Fest demos. We got Marathon, which is like a morbid curiosity. Joe has already given up on Marathon. It seems like you giving up on Marathon.
Bungie's
too.
made nothing but dog shit for years,
I
and this looks like
understand.
dog shit. So,
I
like, what are your
understand.
expectations? Should be in the toilet.
I understand.
It can overcome them. It absolutely
But
can.
Resident Evil looks so good.
Yeah.
That looks good. So we'll have that to look forward to. Okay? Okay. Well, thank y'all very much, and thank you to our sponsors who help keep the lights on over here. Click the links down below if you need your self-protection or access to all the content you deserve, and at a really good price. So thank you very much, and we will see you on the next Angry Joe Show. Bye, guys.